You are now listening to the Divorce Diaries podcast with your host, well, that's a secret. No names, ages, or any other identifying characteristics will be used as we protect the young and innocent. You'll be taken on a journey as one man considers getting a divorce or remaining married. The Divorce Diaries daily entries chronicle the decision-making processes in real time as they unfold day by day. He hopes to add a bit of clarity to his sometimes muddled mess of a marriage. Cheating, overspending, sex, sadness, and betrayal are the characteristics of this marriage. Is he making the right choice? Welcome to the Divorce Diaries. Entire seasons are released on Patreon weeks before anywhere else. At Divorce Diaries Podcast Patreon page. Link below in description. Now for today's episode.
I absolutely love what happened to me tonight. What happened to me tonight was the changing of the guard, because there's always that. I'm in the car coming back from not another state, but just another area, and today's my birthday. I may have talked before in a previous entry about how my ex-wife, my soon-to-be ex-wife, if I were to be accurate, would always do things for my birthday. Please forgive the windshield wipers that you hear because, no, seriously, try to take in the sound and try to block it out. I'm in a place of vulnerability, and I definitely want to share that. My soon-to-be ex-wife used to plan lots of our family's events, and she used to plan birthdays for me. She always used to try to make it special, which, to be honest with you, is why a lot of her behaviors just never really matched up with what I thought she felt toward me. I thought she loved me more than anything because, it took a lot of effort to do what she did for me. In planning get-togethers, not really get-togethers because we weren't very close to a lot of our family, but we like to make the things like birthdays, Mother's Days, and Father's Days very special for each other. And it's 2022, and this past Mother's Day, I did not say a word to her. I didn't send a text. I didn't send a telegram via pigeon. Nothing. I did not say Happy Mother's Day, and I will never, ever say Happy Mother's Day to her again. Not because I'm upset or bitter or anything like that. It's just because after all the damage that's been done, I can't bring myself to say anything to the woman that I once loved, that I felt loved me. I can say now, I don't know if my soon-to-be ex-wife ever really loved me. I'm not saying that she didn't. I'm just saying that I don't know if she ever did. She possibly showed love to me, but maybe didn't ever love me. Because out of all the things that I've talked about in my other podcast episodes and all my other diary entries, there's a very good case that could be made that my wife did not love me at all. The things she did were too painful, too close to home, too direct, too surgical, too specific, and a lot of the time it was like that. I don't know if you ever remember watching Superman, but Superman, he had a weakness, and if you don't know what it was kryptonite. And if Lex Luthor had the gold stone of kryptonite, Superman would be crippled, would drop to his knees. The things that my soon-to-be ex-wife did it was like kryptonite. She knew my weakness. And when she knew my weakness was the children, she tried to alienate them from me. And when she knew I cared for friends, she made sure she told those people a narrative. And it's very hurtful. And just like tonight, I enjoyed myself with a friend. And I let this friend drive my car, and he enjoyed it and is hoping to get one for himself. Friend was is a really good guy. And this is my first birthday without her. This is my first birthday without her. I didn't get a happy birthday, and I understand why. I didn't get a hope you're well, and I understand why. But I think, like I said before in one of my previous entries, that's when you know you were in a relationship that you shouldn't have been in. Because when it can end this way, and my feelings are, I wish I never met her. I don't wish her well, nor do I wish her ill. But I only don't wish her ill because I've done a lot of healing. I was definitely a petty Betty. And I couldn't stand her, and I didn't like her, and I this and I that. And I was so upset at how she hurt me, and I was upset that she lied, and I was upset that she alienated me from everything and everyone that I felt and I thought that I loved. But tonight was a little bit of a wake-up call, because I know that there are people in the world that will like me. There are people in the world that will love me. There are people in the world that I will love, that I will like. There are people in the world that will appreciate me for what I do, and there are people that won't condemn me for what I don't do. And while I used to have what I felt and thought was my road dog with me until death do us part, trying out different restaurants, trying out different bars, trying out different experiences, seeing different shows. It's gone. my soon-to-be ex-wife will never plan another nice or exciting outing for me again. That phase of my life is done. And tonight I was with someone else, a very, very good friend of mine. He's awesome. I just got a text message on my phone from a friend just checking to see if I'm okay. And I'm coming back from another area at 12:30 in the morning on my birthday. And I got a FaceTime call while I was at dinner from someone asking and wishing me happy birthday. I am happy to know that I am lovable. And I'm happy to know that I'm not codependent anymore. I'm definitely going to miss the old times and what she did. But it had to end. It just had to end.
Wow, that was the Divorce Diaries podcast. The daily saga will continue tomorrow. The full season's episodes are on Patreon now. Subscribe for early access. Click the Patreon link in the description. Hopefully these entries help our anonymous recorder as a form of his own personal therapy. That's his hope and his intention. Will these recordings of life's curveballs lead this family to the best resolution in the end? We'll keep listening. New episodes are released daily on all podcast players, but all episodes are available on Patreon at Divorce Diaries Podcast Patreon page. Until next time.